Hi, today's question has three answers, and the third one is the key to actually getting in touch with these renowned authors that you would like to do. So let's get into it. So the question that was sent to me was, how do I get in touch? How do I get my books rated by renowned authors? Now, I'm assuming the reason the person asked this question is because the idea is that they understand the power that celebrities and influencers have in terms of your book sales. So if you're able to get people who already have written books and are well known for their writing to write and comment on your books, then by affiliation, you're going to be able to bring in some of the very people that follow them. Kind of like, if we think about it, like the Oprah Book Club, where she would make her recommendations on which books should be read, and suddenly the sales would skyrocket for those books. And so that is a very understandable, the desire that you would have these influencers take a look at your books and rate them. So, but before we get started, I want to let you know this is Chris Baird from selfpublishingmadeeasynow.com, and you can check out my free checklist below in the comments, in the description that is, and also make sure that you subscribe so that I will continue to make more videos just like this one. So let's get started. When I first started, I didn't actually consider getting in touch with any celebrities to have them review my book. I figure they're too far away and they're very, very busy people. What do I have to offer them that would be of any use? And so I actually did not do that. But I can say that some of the people that I respect, I discovered using Twitter. I was able to get in contact with them and actually even dialogue. But I would do it on their terms and on their forum. I never suggested, though, that they would come and review my books for me and by that way sell more books that route. Though it is definitely a possibility, I personally did not go that route. So let's get into the answers to the key question. So the first thing is, in terms of getting renowned authors, the only way that you're going to get them to even consider reading or reviewing your books, or even really actually being in contact with you, because the first thing is you would want them to be in contact with you if you have any intention that they're going to actually review the books that you've written, is that you're going to have a following. Often, the more of a influencer you become, or the more followers you have, the more it would tempt other people in the same status or even higher status to get in touch with you and be willing to interact with you. It may seem a little bit selfish, but ultimately a lot of the authors you might wish to get in contact with, they're going to be wondering, what's in it for me? If they're not getting paid and they're not getting compensated in some way to go about doing this process, well, then they're not going to be willing to do what it's necessary in order to get in touch with you. Right? So you may be wishing that they would do it, but they wouldn't. Number two, the best starting place is to build a following of readers. So it may seem a little counterintuitive, like, well, I was thinking I would write this book and then I would contact a major influencer, an author in the field, right? I'm going to write a book that's like Harry Potter, and I'm going to get in contact with J.K. Rowling, and then she's going to say wonderful things after she's finished reading my book, and then I'm going to be able to go from there. But this is not how this works. So she's not even going to probably take the time of day to go about reading your book that's like Harry Potter. If you are really honest with yourself, they just are too busy for that. They don't have time, and they don't even know who you are. And therein lies our third secret. And that is, if you follow them where they like to communicate, let's say Twitter or Instagram or maybe Facebook, I don't know where they like to do it. Different authors will have different locations, and you connect with them on the things that they themselves are interested in, or asking questions, keeping a very nice, cozy, positive relationship, asking questions, contributing to the forums that they already are on, then you're going to find that they will be much more willing to help you. It's not that they don't want to help you, it's just they don't know who you are. And this is an easy way to help these authors find out who exactly you are. And over time, if you're also building that audience with the trust that we have there, and you're in contact with these celebrities, and even maybe paying to get promotions from micro celebrities, that also can be helpful. But then over time, you'll find that the top level celebrities may be willing to go about taking that step. But you should never underestimate how much of a task it is for a major author to take time to review a lower level or new beginners author's writings unless they have some reason to do it, like you come from something similar background, or maybe you know the person from before, or maybe a favorite of friends, something that would motivate them to wish to do that. And I can tell you that if the people are regularly communicating, if you're communicating with these influencers on a regular basis and complimenting the things that they're coming out with, they're of course going to be more likely to want to return the favor back to you, and especially if your ask is not too big. But one thing also to remember is that it never hurts to make an ask. So, but I wouldn't just make an ask out of the blue. These people are getting bombarded with people who are trying to separate them and their money, or their time and their money, or using their celebrity or their fame in order to sell their products and services. And then the question is, well, what are you paying me to do this exact service? And if it's not much, then we have a problem. So what about you? What have you found to be the best way to go about contacting major influencers or celebrity authors who have written books and you would like for them to take a look at your books? Or how about even just communicate with you? Have you found ways that make that easier to do? Go ahead and let me know below in the comments, and look right above me here and you will see other answers to your self-publishing questions here. Thanks.